only way we enter trades, and it's very simple, guys. Once you walk through everything else that you're supposed to do, right? So basically, what is that VC? So when you start off and you say there's a possible trade, whether it's the 2-hour crossing that causes it, whether it's the 4-hour crossing that starts your trade, whatever trade you're about to get into for whatever reason, this is how you enter it. First, you go through the checklist, right? What's the checklist, VC? You should already know this, otherwise you shouldn't be trading. The checklist for the Academy is this: the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute RSI, and the should basically all be not pointed against you. Okay, not pointed in the other direction. What that basically means is if you're going south, then none of those should be pointed north. If you're going north, none of those should be pointing south. I only focus on shorts, so none of my 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute RSI should be pointed. It's okay to go sideways. Okay, it's okay to go sideways. Okay, now once the checklist is done, you move to the next thing, right? You need a 15-minute red moon or 3-minute negative volume. Okay, one of those has to happen. Once that happens, you then enter on 3-minute red moon and trend with RSI in your direction. Side note, you can let 3-minute RSI bounce if past the 50% mark, 50% line. Okay? That's pretty much it, guys. That's the breakdown. So let's take a look at that and kind of like see what that is here. So here you go right here. So at this particular moment, you have the 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend, right here, 3-minute moon, 3-minute red trend, negative volume. This is an entry point, right? So after the checklist, and you make sure all the checklist RSIs are in your favor, 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend, negative volume, entry. Let's see if there's a 15-minute red moon in this section. 15-minute red moon is also here in this section. See that? So 15-minute red moon and 30-minute red volume are both in this section. Nice and easy to get a short in this section here. Notice how the 15-minute red moon came earlier, which gave you an earlier entry with the 15-minute bending down right here. So an earlier entry off that would have got you somewhere in here. So that's just the breakdown. Not going to go over the whole trade because this trade is basically set up to be where you're looking for an entry off of that, right? So for instance, let's take a look at this little section here. You have a 15-minute red moon, right? Right here's 15-minute red moon. I'm going to move this to the 15-minute red moon. 15-minute RSI on its way down. If I take a look at my 3-minute, let's see if that actually qualified in there. 3-minute red moon. All I need is my 15-minute red moon, which happened, right? And my 3-minute red moon, red trend, brings me to an entry point. When the 15-minute red moon hits, my RSI is at the bottom. I would let that bounce, come to the top. And then here, you see I have a green moon. I'd have to wait. And then I would wait until I got back to a 15-minute red moon and negative volume, and then the red trend hits right here, and that would be my entry point right there, and I would take advantage of this particular short that happened in here. Not going to go through the full trade, but that's how that works, guys. That is how to enter the trade every single time, guys. Very simple. There's your checklist. I'll go ahead and run through it one more time. There you go. Checklist. 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute red moon. So once there's a trade happening, whether it's a 4-hour RSI crosses, 2-hour crosses, right? If you're doing a C trade or a B trade or a position trade, right? You need to then do a checklist. 1 hour, 30-minute, 15-minute RSI, not pointed in the other direction that you're going. It's okay if it's going sideways. You need a 15-minute red moon or at least 3-minute negative volume. Once you have that, you enter on a 3-minute red moon and red trend with the RSI in your direction, and boom, you can let the 3-minute RSI bounce if it's past the 50% mark. All right, guys, that is it. Follow those steps every single time, guys. This is the only way we enter a trade. This is the enter trade system. It's the only way we enter a trade. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.